Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on New Hope, as you can plainly see. I know I always psychoanalyze when I say things like that. So we've done everything, I believe, on the monster field. On the other two fields, we've even put our, in a slightly different place, bought another field, and we put that from that used to be here over there. So we've got a bit of room on here. And it sort of makes no sense at all why we like going around this object that doesn't exist, but that is what happened. So yeah, it literally disappeared. So let's go and stick this away. In fact, yeah, let's do this properly because it's already unfolded as Courseplay does. So this is not the biggie. No, this is one of the little 180s. Hence the fact it's struggling with that box, which is quite heavy, really. Alright, so let's take this away. And all we've got left to do is grab all the grass. That's all. Just grab all of the grass and stick it in the silo. However, when you consider where the silo is, it sort of is in the middle of the field. So this is almost my absolute perfect scenario when you're actually doing this type of thing. So let's use, yeah, in fact, let's use the mover on its own. Let's just try and do this. Now there was one bay level. I think this, no, it's too small. It's more like a 6 meter, I should say, going like from the side inwards. Going in there, however, now that you can do, but you again, obviously every sort of design of shed has got problems, as in like, yeah, this in like in Riverbend Springs, you've got to, with the really monster bits of kit, you've got to go down the full length, like in the middle, but then you've got to be careful not to, you either treat it as a double shed where you're coming in that end with two things, or if it's a big one like I've done now, that's wasteful. It's a wasteful way of sticking stuff in, because again, you can only really put one set in without blocking the set in. Whereas if you treated it as a double shed, the both entrances being valid, at that point you can actually do it quite nicely. Okay then, so lesson over. Treated is on one of these, I'm sure it is. This very one, I think. So let's let the mover loose. Let's stick a worker on it myself, and then we will get this job done. Yeah, it is amazing now. It does look very black, which it is supposed to be black. These sides I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm expecting to read my mind now. Yeah, the sides on this, but sometimes it looks silver. There's a lot of that goes on in the game where certain colours are lost and things like that. Because I'm actually using they're proper Giants colours, so there is no excuse for like you know, using special texture files, which I sort of have got to expect, or having done it many times now, do expect that not to work. Giant seems to lose that, even if the file's the right type, it still loses like your colours and that, which is quite bad. And I am really trying to apply what. Yeah, there are guidelines for putting things down, and I've literally got a guide for the texture files, having had lots of run-ins with them over the months I have been modding. And obviously I've got like written down the best ways to do things. You know, like the format that, yeah, I'm going to get mega boring if I like start to go compressions of files and things like that. DXT1 and DXT5, mega boring modding stuff that normal people do not want to hear. So I should refrain from bothering you with such details, because that I'm an oversharer. I always have been. Yeah, it's true. I'll literally go into great detail. I do it at work. I always tried with bin IT. You've got to try and translate what you're telling a normal user. But there are certain things that don't translate well. So you've got to like talk about Active Directory and things like that, and like you just get a glazed look on people's faces when you start to talk about things. So we're going to have to chop the tree down, unfortunately, because it didn't pick it up as an island. So we yeah, well, we start to do the we'll give it one shot. I'm going to do the painting trick, and we'll see if we do, because this is what I was saying about a lot of map makers when they do things like this. If I'm to treat that as an island in this field, it has to have painting around the edge of it, or else it's just a field, and it'll always be treated that way. And there's a spate of map makers, brilliant map makers as they are, but they're sort of not observing some of the basic rules that the good modders, and I'm not calling them bad either by implying that other modders did it properly. And it meant that a game, which it is of course primarily a game, something I don't forget, it's got to be like done as a game where the textures and that are, you're declaring something. It's not like real life, you know. The game has a set of rules that have to be obeyed, otherwise it doesn't play properly. Moss Valley, yeah, VR modding, a prime example of a map maker with absolutely stunning visuals. I mean, really, that map is second to none. The bit that I chose on my last run was the most nice bit on the entire map, but the fields were terrible. Now, in VR Modding's defense, in certain areas, now it's not his fault that the game has changed, and like all of the workers now go to all of the corners and they reversed so far back. That's not any modder's fault, but like anything, you've got to learn these tricks. As in, like when you're a mapper, if you get caught and you get a few comments that says, oh, the corners of the field, well, if you're a good mapper, you're going to take note of that, and you're going to think, okay, right, I know. This is why I like to play test. I mean, obviously, I was always a content creator first. It was what my first love of the game. Well, actually, no, that's a fib. I was a player for many, many years before I started to create content. Watched Mr. Sealy P's channel and thought, I'd like to have a go at that myself. I really would. I'd love to have a go at making a channel. I think I'm an advanced player. That's what I thought. I'm not saying I am. That's what I thought at the time. I thought I can cope with this. Looking back now, I do think I'm about where I should have been. But you've got to start somewhere. You do learn tricks, obviously, as a modder, as a player. And the longer you play, some of the content creators and modders have been around in the game for many, many years. And the utmost respect for them. You can tell. You know, being a modder, I look inside some of these mods, H2 Studios, masterclass level modder, you know, and like DD Mod Passion. These modders are like forces of nature. You know, they really are amazing with what they can do. BDB SSB, I will get his name right one of these times. Yeah, another modder who can just pick a mod up and like miraculously make it do pretty much whatever he wants in an afternoon. He really can. He is that good a modder, and they nearly all are. Those particular like calibers. Rawley Christie 1, another modder. Omatana, another modder of great caliber. Missy B, these are all modders like masterclass level. Nikki as well, actually, from FS25. Don't know if she's, I think I've seen her name in the modders, but I might be wrong. There's a lot of new modders as well, like some who've done a single mod, which that happened as well. I still remember Sleep Anywhere in FS25. Ian 898, I think it was, who saved my bacon, and eternally grateful, so much so that I actually remember his name. It's true, yeah, whether it was one mod or not. Now I know, obviously, I think it's the ARM team that's converted that or brought that across, a similar thing of like Sleep Anytime, I think it is now. I think that's it. I think we're done. It's amazing what a bit of chatting sort of does. So I don't know if we've actually got, yeah, the one thing I keep forgetting to bring across is the hand tools file, which actually has your, because I'm quite sure that we had got a I don't know. No, nearly. It's the 3 dimensions often catch me out. I'm not too terrible at this, but right. So let's just, yeah, I thought as much. We haven't got. We should give ourselves money back. We're doing well enough that I can really afford to buy a chainsaw, especially the super duper chainsaw that I nearly always choose by Kaztan. It is quite amazing. Yeah. I mean, Hispano as well, another modder, which and yeah, there's quite a few that modders like Hispano. Hispano's on fire at the minute. The amount of conversions he's doing is like just tremendous. I think it's easier now to convert than it used to be, though. Yeah, you used to like there's bits in the game now that actually assist you with conversion, so it really is not as difficult as it used to be. Yeah, I've converted a couple myself, like way back. I tried to do. Oh, it's done already. Wow. I think it's done it all. Yeah, no, I think that is it. It was like almost instant. 5,000 litres. which is, I believe, about the maximum amount that actually it does. I don't very often want to do that, but this is more about expediency. Yeah, going forwards, I realised that there's a setting in this that you can chip a tree, but it's very wasteful. You probably get like 4 times the amount if you use like Rawley Christis. Actually, yeah, that was the very mod I was going to say that I tried to convert the Tree Devourer for my own use, I might add, but I failed abysmally. It's a terribly complex mod, and I was trying to do it when I was just beginning to mod. So we don't need to fertilise this because we're not doing that. So let's have a look in the sales, because just as a baseline, yeah, I did notice a solid standard appeared. Let's zip through till... have we done... I think we... Well, we might get weeds grow in the morning. If we do, then we will deal with them at that point. I can't remember if we've actually searched for anything, or whether they've all dropped. I can't remember. Fantastic. So we'll let what is in the sales now. Ooh, the Apathy. This is the one that I really seriously don't know how I missed this. I really don't. Yeah, it's a beautiful bit of kit. It is. Even as it is, it's quite phenomenally amazing. That's going to be a bit of a struggle for you to grab, but ooh, that's ours actually. Where's the shops telehandler? We shouldn't be wandering over the map with the shops telehandler. What is the shops telehandler doing all the way over there? That was very naughty of me. I always try not to do this kind of thing, really. You know, like wander across the map with it. So I know I was taking it, but I'm forgetting that it's the shop's telehandler and that we shouldn't be wandering outside the confines of the shop because that's naughty. And we have got our own telehandler. There is no excuse. I know I did get carried away. I was literally going to run it across to where the farm used to be. So, yeah, I'll allow that one to pass. But slapped hands, Mr. Smith. Yeah, definitely. So we've got most of the stuff gone. It is true. We very rarely use a windrow if you've got the mover because you don't need to. There's no point in having a windrow because it really windrows, I would say, about a 10-metre area at a time, maybe slightly more. So... that's why I love it, and I could use it on every single Let's Play, but I don't. Because you do throw something at the screen and abandon ship, which I wouldn't blame you at all. You've got to have a bit of, like, things that's... Right, so let's go through to tomorrow. There's no animals to worry about or anything like that. And it is, indeed, 8 o'clock. And we shall take a look straight away at our only concern, which is our crops. Have we got... I'm not sure we've got a sprayer. Oh, at least. My bad. I knew it. I knew that I would get collared by leasing costs. I always do. I am not always, but very, very close to always. Yes, it's true. I'd forgotten that we'd actually lease that. Yeah, I know we put the feelers out for that one. Definitely. So let's have a look and see what is in the sales, which I did briefly see. It's the Elite Wolf Agra Power. It's not the Arm Team's one, is it? Still worth buying and selling, though. Oh, I love that. We will have that for ourselves. It is a real... That and the silver that's just dropped as well. Yeah, this is the standard. Is it the one with the 3-point? Or the one that just looks like a 3-point the Giants never actually did anything about? It is that, yeah. It's that. The very one that Giants never finished. That's close enough. Yeah, we've only got to run it across. So indeed, I would like to have a go to see if it's possible to actually put straps on one of those, because it's missing in the game. So I'm going to grab a Giants one, and that one, yeah, that one also, the Prius. Now that sounds like a Latin name. Being a bit of an aficionado of like doing Latin names for things, I think that's a Latin name. If I look that up, I'm sure it would actually mean something, the Prius. It's very similar to... I tend to do that as a matter of course, because Latin is such... it may be a dead language, but it's very beautiful. So yeah, I tend to use that quite a lot for like my names, and that the names actually mean what they actually do. Yeah. Yeah, what does the... agricola mean? It is like agricultural everything type thing. It means, which is a sort of what that planter. Yeah, I've got a new driver, so I might get a bit of stuttering at times. It's also, yeah, I'm trying a new feature on the NVIDIA, and a new feature I've not road tested properly. I keep sort of putting certain things on, and then like, yeah, there's lots of settings that I try on the graphics card to see, is that going to make things better? Is it going to be smaller file size, but still no loss of quality? And most of the time I find there's too much loss of quality, and I'll knock it back after a couple of days. So if this is slightly below par, it won't stay like this. This is just like a bit of a test, really. And obviously you've got to run it for a couple of sessions. I did have a brief look, because if it was horrific, then I would have like stopped. So, but I'm not sure what the edited version looks like, because my machine overheated. It does occasionally do this. It's when it's been on for a long time and I've pushed it doing too many videos at once. Sometimes it's usually all right, but it's seriously taken a pounding over the years. What I've actually, what the laptop has done. It's a really high-end laptop, I might add. It's definitely a good studio PC. Most of the time, I think it's just overheating. It does get treated well. It's got like airflow. It's up on a stand that has fans as well, but they still tend to get a little bit mucky, even with all of that care and attention. So occasionally I will actually grab it off the stand and blow it out as well. Okay. No, it needs to be behind here. You're on the wrong side. Fantastic. You can see that it does chip away, but I mean, basically what we've done is we've gained that as our, like the profit, you could say, went straight into that for the day. So how are we looking weed-wise? Have we any weeds? We haven't actually. We did actually plow everything. It's true. I'm just thinking. Yeah, the only thing we've not done is rolling, because we do not possess a roller. Or I may well have done. Trouble is with this setup is you need a monster roller or a couple of monster rollers to do those kind of fields. They are that, like that big, really, that you need a team or like a couple of biggies at the very least. So then we're looking for our mower that we have ordered. So we've done really 2 full days of searches on the hour, every hour, right the way till 3 o'clock. And still not got anything. Yeah, let's go to 4 actually. Yeah, let's face it, we did, because of our ploughing, it's not too bad what we've actually done. So, we can't quite afford that crone. If we're not fortunate, we will lose it. We haven't got a lorry either, have we? So we can't really grab the other thing that probably would make us enough. Yeah, I did do the 29,000 rule, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Oh no, we have got a lot. Oh no, we sold it. We did have a lorry, and then somebody in his wisdom, like a situation like this where you've got to sacrifice it so that you could continue, and you could actually go for the bigger things that actually make you a bit of profit. This is what I was saying. It really is. This type of thing requires tactics. It really does. So that we may have to sacrifice the field thing, which, although nice, it's more about the continuance of farm. That is what is important. So will we do it with this sale of this? I'm not sure. 7,000 odd. So not quite. Oh, it's so short. So really, if we could somehow manage to do that, if we had got a... So this is where your tactics sort of break you as well. Now, that's a point, actually. I'm sure there's like an attacher. I did say attachments are allowed. I'm sure. I don't know if I've got it in the game, I might add. This is my last and only hope. Which we have got either a front loader that is I'm sure it's Black Sheep Modding did it. I'm sure he's got like some special... God, and this is a long way up here. So I'm sure there is a 5th wheel attacher. I think. We've got the Unimog. I don't think it's in here. It would be in miscellaneous if nothing else. It was a 3-point then that I was thinking on. Right, okay then. So skid steer. These have got some special bits of kit. We haven't got a skid steer. You can convert though. This is true. Yeah, these have got some really quite special bits and bobs, really. But yeah, no, none. So is it in the miscellaneous section? Or will it say bar bacon? It's not looking good, is it? Really? Now, would I allow the miscellaneous section? I would say so. I can't think of any reason why that would not be fair. I did say little things, like, yeah, these are little things. I can't pick up. Yeah, I won't allow dollars. That's like one step too far. That I really think is a bit that kind of thing. Maybe just about, because it's like an attacher, but I'm nothing beyond that. So unfortunately, we're going to miss out on that. We didn't quite have enough cash, so we're going to go through till the morning. Now we've got oats. I think that's July, August, so we've got to keep our eyes peeled. To be honest, I've not got that long for us to like whiz through the months that far anyway. So good. Oh, good tick up. Good tick up. Yeah, you see, they do go. Now we're saved by loads of different things, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. C'est la vie. We do need. Did we order our harvester? So, because it's getting a little close. I'm sure we actually did. No, we don't need the international as well. This is mine. I would keep this normally as well. Yeah, that is our international. It's not the... yeah, I'd like to see what that looks like. Probably pretty much the same as the normal international, being as that's what we actually did. Now, I could have sold the field service pickup. I did say that, and I didn't do it. I could have been. We could have been 30 grand better off now if Mr. Smith had actually paid attention. You know, seriously. We cannot afford to say good. Yeah, they're the ones that truly make a difference. You know, like when you get like 7,000 like that, it's really good. But you get something worth 300 grand and you've got 300 grand on hand. That's a 30 grand payday. So that's definitely well worth doing. Whereas these, like the little tiddlers, they all add up. It's like 7 grand, 3 grand, 2 grand. And before long, you've made 15,000 if you're lucky and you've got quite a good day in the sales. But it's still not the same as like missing the biggies. Right, so then. And are we going to have a look? If we did, we'd have to do it for ourselves. It is the same though, but yeah, it really is. It's obviously cheaper. Slightly. I've done mine but baseline, because obviously we make all of our things from reclaimed materials. And I did go for keeping everything. I thought it's too... Did I actually change the capacity? No, I meant to, a little bit. Because it's bigger on the inside. We're using planar technology. Box body. So yeah. I don't know in the base game what use the box body is. I think you can just put pallets on it, but I think it's just for looks, isn't it? Aesthetics, really. So we will leave it, but yes. 366,711. It is June. I'd sooner put out the feelers for like 2 harvesters than like not get one. Yeah, it's sort of like, because you can use this sort of functionality, so why would you not? So let's find used, continuous, and we have already searched for this. Do we do the header again too? What do we need? We need we have actually got the, it's a fixed, admittedly, but nevertheless, it is definitely, you sure we've not got this? Well, we could always sell it. It does cost us to actually do the search. If we look on the thing, I think we've only got one header. Yeah, I didn't mean to do it like that, actually, but that'll do. Yeah, it's over here. We just had it. It's the 9 meter that we've got. I don't think we've got any others. There's no visible thing of any headers on the map when you look, apart from that one header. So we're definitely, let's have a look at the growth stage. Yeah, but oats are definitely, as you'd expect, yeah, coming on. So let's sit through. Ooh, ooh, two. Fantastic. In these situations, I always wonder, yes, but was this the one that you searched for to begin with, or the one that you didn't? So all we got was the other Pilatus. Again, I don't see that as a waste when you actually get something like that come through. But we have also got the header too, so that's a bit of a poor price. But I'm still willing, after the sale of most of these items, I'm willing to go for it in case we don't get the other one. You've got to like look at it like that, haven't you? Really, I think. So we don't want to worry here. I think we've got to have the tyres. Yep. And we can nearly afford that. That's amazing. So well, let's do the selling of things first that we can. And then we will grab, yeah, the rest. So we're keeping, I'm glad we're keeping the field repair. I really like that. I normally always go for that. Normally go for that if I can see it's like in the sales like that, because it is such a cracking thing. Or the silver now, I like that as well. That's reminds me so much of H2 Studios. Fantastic. The thing that I used to go, and then of course Ridiculous Dominic brought his out as well. That was also absolutely amazing. The XJ became my staple. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say, I like to try and say as I see. To me, 82 Studios lost his way a little bit in 20. It got all to be the really expensive kits instead of like, yeah, he sort of was. I think what he was known for, to me personally, like in 19 and halfway through 22, was his older set that was actually very reasonable. Then he did the really super duper stuff. I'm not saying that's wrong, not at all. But what I'm saying is, like, to me, I was like, yeah, but I used to go for you because your stuff was really reasonable. And like, as a start from scratcher, he was one of those modders. I think, yeah, it's an 82 Studios. It's reasonable but good. But then it was like, well, now it's like expensive but good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not worth it, not at all. But I'm trying to say that it went into a different sort of feature set that I wasn't used to looking at for him, and where I was like, yeah, that's a bit. Now that was a good little learner. So we're up to 410. Now we're going to spend it straight away on that header for ourselves. We won't do it yet. We'll add them on later, so it's a bit cheaper. And we will indeed buy that too. We couldn't buy it to sell it, but we can indeed buy it to keep it. No, we sold all of our excess ones, didn't we? So everything we've got the 6 meter and the big 18 meter, and now we've got 2 9s. I think that's definitely. So we're right down 307,000 again. It's 13:37 or 1:30 in the afternoon, or really, it's not that, is it? It's like a long way through the month if you look at it logically. So let's go with 4. And we are really running out of time. We are. Literally in every sense of the word, because I've got to go to work in 5 minutes too. So, right, so it is. Anything more? Yes, there is indeed. Absolutely amazing. So these 2 items are definitely going to bring in quite a bit of cash. Okay, it is. We all know it's totally random. I mean, there's no way you can ever know whether the day's going to be good, bad, or indifferent. And it is. Sometimes you get like 3 or 4 biggest, and sometimes you've not got the money for them. If we're playing by the stringent rules I'm now playing by nearly all of the time, so that it is more challenging, so that you can't just go to the bank and like loan an indefinite amount of cash. It's a tactic. You've got to keep that money on hand, or else you're going to lose that item. So it really is now a tactic that I'm having to keep cash back, because without that I can't actually No, we had to buy one at a time. We have still got more to do. We've got that on there. The Go Whale. Fantastic. Telehandler. And I think I'll pick this up. I don't like me, who shall not be named, to be chirping up and making a loud noise on the recording. So I think I'll probably carry on. We'll go right the way to the harvest. for the oats harvest. Oh. So this is the last thing we're going to do, and then I'm going to sling my hook, but I'm not going to say goodbye because I'm just going to pick this up tonight. So I'm just going to like slink off into the distance without any kind of like knowledge. I'm going to do it as soon as we've sold this. So then up to 343,271. Hello and welcome. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm Tara. Yeah, this is like us just redoing what we've already done like earlier. I hate doing that. Whoa, there's water everywhere. There's little big puddles everywhere. I'm just hoping it doesn't. That is the point. I'm surprised in a way that this thing doesn't rot your crops or something. So I'm just hoping it doesn't develop into that. Quite a few really fantastic mods have dropped out, and today was the first day that I noticed the name Joss, and then when I looked into the mods that Joss had done, which is mainly script-based mods, I thought, oh, actually, Joss has done loads of things that I use nearly all the time. Indeed, he or she has. It could be Joseph, it could be Jocelyn, it could be, it could be anything, or it could be, whatever. So I really don't know, but bottom line is, there's a couple of things that I thought, oh, for someone who likes to have the shop on their doorstep, actually, Joss has done that too. So that is another amazing thing that somehow I missed. So we're back on the map, and from earlier this very day, and we really did say we were going to like zip through. Now, I think we checked the sales, didn't we? Yeah, we did, because I was debating on that. But even though it's good and it's brilliant, it's. Do we? No, we really. If anything, was a lorry, because we sort of like we're missing out on some lorry backs a few times. Yeah, trying to think. It's the most important thing of all is the harvester, which seems to be eluding us. So I think it should be tomorrow or the next day that our oats is ready, and we've not got harvester. When I spoke about this and ordered it originally, it was way back in like February, March. We're now in July, and we still haven't got a harvester, so we will have to lease one. Right, so then let's have a look at crop and see how well we are. No, the other way. Oh, dark green. So we're escaped today, but tomorrow that is going to be a thing. So let's look in the sales. The Rosso Mash, I did see the Rosso Mash. It didn't escape my notice that we'd got it. But it was one of those things that I thought, it's a little one again. Why is this a little fence? I mean, I love fence, but we've already got loads of little fence. It's crazy. Well, there's a lot that we can buy and make a little bit of profit. And you've got to have the medium tyres. As far as I'm aware, I have tried to not do that. So let's grab everything 30 grand and above. And there is actually. There's a lot down there. Let's jump to the telehandler and let's shift a bit of stuff. Yeah, so this that we see here, where you can buy and sell, there's another one for 5,000. It's a nice little building that I wouldn't mind using a bit, because I do really like this type of thing. Is this the one for us? It is, isn't it? This is the MacDon pack that was literally for us. So we've got the header. That's true. I remember now. It's coming back to me. Yeah, we do. So we've got half of the package. We just need the thing that takes it. So this is for the future. Let's grab a few bits and bobs out of the way. Like you. I love this. I'm a massive fan of this by Akimobile, another cracking modder. Let's get some of this shifted out the road. So it's I suppose I've left the. I suppose we could use let's use the fence to grab that, and we'll grab this, pull it out of the way, and then we're making a bit of room. It's not the biggest of shop fronts in the first place, so we do really need to get sure. I'm trying to do something big, like some. It has already dropped, but I'm trying to do its the liftable pallets and the 5k pallets. I'm trying to do the same myself, only slightly different to the way that it's been done. I'm trying to, if I'm honest, I'm trying to figure it out myself based upon the FS25 mod, because you learn more if you do it yourself. You know, like if you just copy someone else's work and just look under the hood, it doesn't teach you any. I mean, it does teach you something if you didn't know anything, but I do know quite a bit now, so I'd like to try and figure it out myself, because I think I'll make more progress doing that than I would if I just look at how someone else has done it, because it's very similar to what I already do with the advanced fill types. Yeah, the real work is actually finding the name of the fill types that the game uses. No sell. Yeah. Now we should be able to buy a little bit more. That's a biggie. Might not have the space for that one. So there's that. Now the 26 grand, we're going to say that's too bad. That one we can do. Yeah, this has got the trailer hitch option as well. Another good one. Who did this one? So, yeah, Owner Emery. That's right. I saw this one the other day and I thought, ooh, yeah. There's another modder that dropped today, but again, it's not got any hitches. Yeah, I'm sort of being a bit ruthless, and like any lorry without a rear hitch, it's only capable of like doing lorry stuff. Then I'm just like leaving it alone. Not because I don't like it, but on a farm you need sort of, sometimes you've not got lorry backs, and then it really is useful. Or like this one's going to be really useful because you've got that, and you can then add another one. You could drag a I mean, admittedly only certain ones, yeah, like that, we can see that that's not actually playing ball, and that's certainly not going to play ball. So but it is going to be useful for certain ones, which is going to be brilliant. Yeah. Let's grab that, and let's grab those 3 things. I really am enjoying this, but I'm also trying to make it quick on Internet Expo, because it's, and I suppose also if I did a grass start, it's repetitive. If I do a grass start on another map, it's repetitive. That's what I'm sort of saying. It is a bit repetitive, but then you're sort of trying to pit your wits with a certain set of rules and see, can I, using this, succeed? And there's a certain element of luck, but with this, I know there is a certain element of skill as well, in so much as you've got to really be a bit, don't keep buying equipment for your farm, because you've got to keep a bit of a pot of money, or else you're not going to be able to buy anything. And then you know, so you've sort of got to build up a nest egg, and then you've got to like spend little bits at a time. Right, so big header. Otherwise you've got no cash, and then you miss out on the big things. So the other thing is, it's limiting, because especially at this stage of the game, you've got to keep a pot of money quite high all the time, or else, you know, I mean, if you've got everything, it's different. But then at that point, you'd like going to like start to buying fields and stuff like that. But yeah, that's good. So there is. I mean, I'm a terror for tractors. I'll literally any excuse to buy a tractor. I mean, not any old tractor, but like now we would be looking for specific horsepower and things like that. So I would like do that. So I made a few thousand out of that. So we've really got to hope that we get. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We can obviously, you know, we can lease one. I always said that I'm not going to lose a crop. Ooh, not going to lose a crop. Ooh, oh, fantastic. Oh, 2 things. Oh. 13 meter. We could see which one of these is actually worth them. That's 64%. I think the other one was actually. So if we buy this, it's good anyway. It is. I'm just happy to have our harvester. I don't care that it's like a terrible thing. That's brilliant. 70% off almost. So we've got our mower, which is fantastic. The released. So let's check the other Macdon header and see, is that one worth? I think it is. I think we paid quite a bit for this one. So this one won't have devalued very much, and that one we'll buy, and we'll put the transport wheels on if this works. And this really will be almost perfect. It is, because like we really needed it for the morning, and that's seriously fortunate that we've actually got that. Yeah, I don't think you can, but I don't know. I think if you, there's a lot of things I do with XMLs, and I think there's a certain element to this that maybe you could sort of do, but then again, I'm inside the game all the time. The game won't let you play around with game file. Oh no, I did that subconsciously. It's an awful good job that you were actually right. That was 82 grand we got for that, so it was it was a good call, but it was a lucky good call. Gordon Bennett, will you pay attention? Oh, that's the point. Can we actually? No, I thought that, yeah, the MacDon, it's only a few different sort of brands, isn't it? So MacDon it is, and design colour red, which we actually wanted. So that was about half the price. So let's get this, let's get that harvester to grab that. And that is ready for the morning. We'll go through till August morning, and that is going to be the next session. So we've got our corn header already. This can handle, on a flat map like this, quite a big header, but I mean, it can handle the 16 meters on a perfectly flat map. The normal, not not a corn header. No, it struggles with a 12 meter. Yeah, I had a comment from a viewer a few weeks back, and they were saying that header's too big for that harvester. And I thought, I know what this harvester can do, and this is like really only about 7 horsepower bigger than the actual Massey in the game. It is almost identical. It really makes no difference, that 7 horsepower. It's very, very capable of doing exactly. The only thing it can't do is, I mean, it's hold. Obviously, you can see I put the sides on and I've augmented it. That's definitely true. And the other thing I have done that I openly admit that I've done, it unloads at a tremendous rate. It does, and it's more agile. Its turn ratio is better on this than the standard Massey. That's all I've done. He says that's all I've done. Yeah, I've just completely revamped it, and it like can turn on a dime. And no, it's the same speed. I've not done anything substantial in that way. But what I'm saying is, I made the mistake of the last starter harvester of nearly all the way through FS22 of thinking it was only capable of a 6 meter header. Now, the one thing that is true is its pipe. Now, I might be able to model that and extend it. That's what I'm hoping. If I can, then even that is doable. And I would make, I just don't know whether to just make a longer pipe, because it's obviously the pipe that is the limit. The header is too big for that pipe. So I mean, I can easily make a pipe extension, and I can make a pipe, and I think I could just about manage it with my modding skill now, with looking at someone else's work on how they do the changes, where you can go to the shop and buy something bigger. I'm sure, and it would teach me a lot as well. So this is done, ready for the morning. So it's 9:28. Did we did. No, we literally, I mean, we're only an hour in from the day. So we've got the back bar mower 2, which is amazing. We've got 2 Pilates. I mean, our equipment is to die for. Typical, as we are coming out of the game, we're still at 354,000. We've just bought those 2 things, and this is what I'm saying. It's just so ace when you're building your farm, this particular kind of start. Right, let's zip on a little bit faster. I think that's it. Well, we could get 2, I suppose. Suppose the second one that we did a long time ago. That might be the one we did a long time ago, and we could get another one. But I'm not holding my breath. I'm happy with 1. Yeah, the other thing is obviously how the harvest is a long, long way away. So go to 4. Fantastic. And we'll see. So this is the last bit. Oh, the Agco, the swath. I would like at one point to actually do this, because I do realise that this can cut grass. I used to love this, actually cutting the grass on, yeah, and I did use this on Fox Farms for both cutting the grass and for doing the swathing as well. I'm sort of, I don't know if I can sort of vaguely remember. It's a long time in FS22 since I actually did this. I really would like to one time It's sort of, you need to get a mod like that at the beginning of the game when it's going to, you know, the beginning of your... So I suppose I could box clever. But it's got to be I think we've got the mod that actually just does it anyway. I think you can... Yeah, no, I think Giants are good to tin out with this swathing. So I don't know if there's any bonuses or what. But I could look into it and do a bit of research. Because it would be nice to actually do it. Yeah, we do. Because we're no point in us grabbing that now. So we're going to go through till the morning. Last bit. And we have got our harvester. Which is brilliant. And indeed, it is actually last 8 o'clock start before we go to September's. Well, I usually do it in August. Actually, I usually do this till 9, but it doesn't hurt. We might need a long day. No, we don't. It's only the outfield that's ready. So, right, fantastic. Ooh, the rain has gone. Brilliant. So, ooh, okay. Oh, haven't we already got the Unimog? Not on this one, I don't think, have we? It would show us a truck if we have. No, I'm getting the Unimog everywhere and I love it. And I do. I'm really well chuffed with that. I mean, and also, the other thing is, I seem to get it for like 12. I mean, it's good anyway, but mind you, of course, it is the lower one. Yeah, so let's spend our big monies first and let's get the bigger things bought and a bit of profit made. Why is that not letting me click on no? We do indeed, yes. And we will definitely have the Unimog without a shadow of a doubt. And you, we can just buy you 2. It's a 374 horsepower. We're almost at the end of the Let's Play. It is. I know we've got the one Fent, but what I mean is it's a short run. So I'd sooner just make the profit and make the farm do as well as it can and manage with just the... If we were staying another year, I would definitely have this. Definitely. I'd like make it a little bit weaker. Now then, that's a point. I think the grasses, the meadow grass will also be ready. So I think we'll probably only get 2 cuts, and that's my fault. I forgot. I think it was July I should have done that. So I should have stopped in July. But it's too late now. I'm trying to think of one of the analogies I could use. Right, so I want to repair that, sell that. Well, we don't want to, but it is true. We'll make a bit of profits. Let's grab that. You watch. Oh, what was it? Oh, it was Alone in the World. I'd ordered a sugar beet harvester, and we just finished the sugar beet harvest and obviously leased it when, lo and behold, the harvester drops. And I thought, oh, is that not just typical? Is that not typical? It literally just finished the harvest when the actual harvester dropped. So he'd obviously leased the one already. Ooh, have I done some damage to that? I bent it or something. I don't think I've ever seen that do that before. It must be partially stuck in the ground or something. My bad. So we're going to grab you and sell it. That's a 50 meter. We cannot handle that. No, that will literally grind us into the ground. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for the telehandler to grab. But it'll manage it, but it will be a bit of a balancing act, shall we say. Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten it's big, isn't it? I think this is heavy, though. Yeah, now this is too much for that harvester. I've done 12s on a flat field, but it's no good for... Yeah, you can see it's not liking that very much. It's like trying to collapse. It's a bit heavy, and that's me lifting it at the back, where it would be the best physics for carrying it. So, yeah, it really is struggling, as we can all see. Fantastic. And last but not least, almost. Yeah, if we were staying longer, I'd treat us to the Quaco. I love that. It's an amazing price as well. It's just that we're not staying long enough. I mean, you could, I suppose, say the same. That's a cheaty version, the 600 horsepower. Yeah, we will buy that as well, but that's for us. We will go, well, should we keep it the yellow? That's quite unique. We don't need it to be powerful, really, because we're not really going to do a lot with it. So, do you know, oh no, if I'm going to do it, it's only a little bit more for the biggie. So if I'm going to sort of do that, I could spend 20 instead of 8 and just spend like that. It's still a brilliant price. What we will do, though, is we'll try and order the... Where is the trader in this? Is it in traders or... I think it's in miscellaneous. I think. I'm sure it is the Unimog back. No, it's not. Okay, it's in trailers? You'd have thought so, but I'm not sure that it is. I think I have to usually go on the DLC for this. I'm not sure. I'm going to hush my mouth. We should see. No, it's not. I didn't think it was. Where should it be, do you think? It's not in the trucks categories. That really is just the trucks. Yeah. So where would the Unimog be? To me, it's a trailer. Would it be classed as a semi-trailer? I think I've done this before. I've looked in all of this lot and I've still never found it. Yeah, let's go to the... what we did last time, let's go to the DLCs, and it is fairly a long way down, actually. It was past this, I remember. A little bit further. There we go. Yeah, I don't know where... We'll go for the build-up long. And it doesn't matter what you do in this stage, it's just about... Yeah, so we'd like to do that. Brilliant. So let's sell the cheaty axe reversion. Yeah, I'd like to chip the Unimog a little bit more. Or no, put a bigger engine in it. Yeah, that's not... Oh, didn't need to get in that one. We should have actually put the that's it. That's the one. I love this. It's one of the few machines in the game. Oh, the other exciting thing as well is on a Let's Play that we could sort of try it now. Now I will allow this. It's akin to a front loader, and it is the Unihid, which dropped today. So we're going to lease it because I'm just not sure about, like what its capabilities is. But I'm hoping this will do what make my dream come true of my having the Fent. But we should test it on... And of course, yeah, the one thing I am going to say, the one that Pepe's one, it did vary. You couldn't get it to work on them all. So I'm hoping that this is as good or better, that it can make my dream come true with the Fent 1150, that we can have a front 3-point link as we could in FS19. That will make my year. It is that big a thing to me. So let's have a look. Can we do that? I've seen pictures of it, so yeah, I know it attaches to quite a lot, including the Iseki. I saw in the pictures, which I've had that on Polenye, was the last time I had the Iseki, and this would have really made that a completely different beast. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a small tractor as well, admittedly, but can you? Oh, okay. Well, we don't really know the rules, do we? Yeah, the other thing is, like, do we... Yeah, we don't really know how to actually do this. Oh, that did exactly as you'd think it would. And can we... Do we have to lift it with a pallet fork? Or, I should have looked, shouldn't I? Let me just do a bit of super strength. How is that going to help you? Yeah, because it's true. Right, let's take the super strength off. We will investigate this in the future. So not a successful. It did, mind you, it's the day of release. It might actually work. The other thing, let's not give up so easily. Yeah, let's at least try to take the weight off. Now the Pepe's used, it was supposed to jump on the weight. Now this one might not. It might not supposed to. Oh, okay. Let's grab the motor as well. Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't I, that the size of the front hitch is massive, like a normal tractor's back hitch. So it is. If it was a bit more horses, this would be a formidable force because it would literally transform it into a really serious bit of kit. Okay, let's try this now. So you need to go a bit further forward. And then we're going to leave it because I realise it has now been quite a big session. Oh, okay. So let's take off its... Yeah, we upgraded it, didn't we? Let's take the 0 weights. Let's see if it attaches to that kind of thing. Because we don't know. That's what I'm saying. This is a bit of a voyage of discovery. Because this is a brand new thing. Is it MTL modding or is it the ARM team? It's a big... let's have a look. Let's have a look. Because it will tell us it's the Unihid by MTL modding team. Yeah. Universal Hydraulics was developed to give tractors, forage harvesters, telehandlers and wheelers that only have a trailer coupling. A trailer coupling hydraulic system for more tasks. Okay, so that's pretty specific. Now, it may have a trailer hitch, but I don't think it does. I don't think this one actually does. So, but the Iseki definitely does. So there's certain little masses that this will work on. If that is the, which we've just seen that is the criteria. So that would be quite amazing. Yeah, unfortunately. So let's just step outside the Let's Play for one moment and let's grab an Iseki. Just like to see it working. It would be really, really nice to see this at small tractors. Because I know for a fact it showed the Iseki, and I know the Iseki has, you can see it on the picture, it has got that front hitch there, the trailer hitch. So let's lease it, but this is just a test. I'd just like to see it for my own eyes, so let's give us that back. 4, 6, you need to click in it. 4, 6, 9, 2, because this is just for us as human beings. That's not what we want. I'm getting excited now because I'm forgetting that we got the Lorita. Now just calm yourself down. Oh, brilliant. There you go. Absolutely amazing. So, have we got anything to test this on? We have indeed. We can do this forwards just to see if it will couple, which I'm quite sure it will. The MTL team are really... in fact, that'll do nicely, actually. Thing of dreams. Thing of dreams. Amazing. It is. Now, you have seen, I have half done this myself, but I've got to be honest, vehicles are complicated and I'm learning a lot, but I'm a long way from that kind of level of mastery. Vehicles are, placeables, yeah, I'd say I'm very competent with placeables, but vehicles, yeah, I'm a long way off good. I'm competent, but that's about it. That is it, really, yeah. So we are in August. I should imagine our oats are ready. So we will literally don our hats. It is indeed. Oh, it was the bigger of the two fields, wasn't it? Wow. So that is what we're doing next session with our one harvester. Do we? Yeah, let's take it to the edge of the field. We've got our 50-yard tonner. Yeah, that's right. We were gonna. Oh, we need to cut the grass again as well, don't we? Have we stuck the self-sufficiency down? Yeah, it's the one thing we did. So, did we make the silage and digestate? No, we just stuck the 250,000 litres of grass in there. Do you know? Seriously? Oh, well, there's plenty of grass. We're going to need it. So we just needed to switch it on. And, oh, hang on, we did. Oh, it's full. Right, so we need to tell that to distribute to the big silo. Oh, I thought we ticked it. So we need to do the digestate, silogen digestate, which will produce an awful lot more digestate. And then when we get the oats, we are making one of my favourite things, mineral feed. Yeah, straw. We got any straw in? You were just a little. Yeah. Just a little bit of straw. Excellent. So there we go. Oh, that is a big field. I can see it from here. So we'll grab the trailer, stick it on the edge, and I will off camera get this ready for tomorrow's battle with the oats, because this is going to be a big field. It is really. I think, yeah, it's obviously. Should I do it myself? Well, if we're going to get the... Yeah, why not? Let's do it myself. It would be nice to actually do that, to go on out with a bang. And yeah, this is right next door. It's a bit of a struggle, but it is empty. We've done quite well now, I've got to be honest. The sales have made the end of this quite nice, because we were really down to barely any cash at all. Obviously we've bought, I mean, this is in a different place, our building, which definitely looks better than it did when I first put it down. The crops, again, we've gone, I'm really looking forward to, yeah, I was talking to a friend earlier about this. I was saying how I have a very bad quality of running away. And it was like my thing that when I had a trouble with a Let's Play, especially in FS25, I just ran away. And I went and started another Let's Play. Obviously creating content, you think, well, that's not very professional. So I did begin to like face my demons and did begin to actually do it. And I've got better. I'm definitely not perfect. I haven't cured myself. But something that's such a major issue as that, I don't think you ever do. I said to my friend, I said, I've definitely got better. I do face, like the Let's Plays, but I do it in smaller bits. But I don't run, which is a good thing. But yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.